But let's suppose Israel does retaliate. Are there any Western countries dumb enough to be an accessory to that? And we're talking about the United States, the British, the French, the Jordanians are in a very difficult position, aren't they? By helping to bring down projectiles over their airspace. King Abdullah II is really treading on thin ice because of that move. What do you see? Let's just say theoretically, Scott, if Israel retaliates, even if it's a symbolic retaliation, but it does elicit an Iranian response. Where are we going to be at that point, Scott?
Well, first of all, you have to understand that Jordan indicated that the reason why it behaved the way it did is that Iran violated its territorial integrity by sending missiles over. And Jordan's right. What will Jordan do when Israel flies its airplanes over Jordanian airspace towards Iran? Will they shoot down the Israeli aircraft with the same vigor that they shot down the Iranian drones? That'll be the true test of the alleged impartiality of the king of Jordan. The answer is no. He will open up his airspace and let the Israeli aircraft fly, because the Israelis have threatened him in the past, and they will continue to threaten him that they will destroy every single Jordanian air defense system out there and everything else if Jordan dares oppose them. But then they have to fly into Iraq. Iraq's a different thing. Iraq will, of course, oppose it, not give permission, but Iraq is powerless to do this because America is the one who operates over Iraqi airspace. The United States can't refuel, can't provide any intelligence assistance. So American aircraft will effectively have to stand down, clear Iraqi airspace, and let the Israelis fly through. Remember, they don't have the ability to refuel. They will try to project some refueling capacity over Iraq, but they become vulnerable to Iranian air defense and Iranian fighter aircraft. The Israelis would have to put a permanent combat air patrol over Iraq to protect their refuelers. So whatever strike they do will have to be a very small number of aircraft. But even with this refueling, the aircraft will have very limited operational parameters that they can operate on inside Iran, depending on what they're trying to strike, meaning that there's not going to be a great deal of maneuverability. It's going to be an in and out operation. If anything goes bad, they could very well get shot down. Even though the concept of technological supremacy has been burst when it comes to defense, what happens when Israel loses a couple of these? What happens when Iran shoots some of them down? It not just bursts the Israeli bubble, but the American bubble, who the Americans are saying the F-35 is the ultimate aircraft. And if F-35s go down, this will be problematic for Israel. Israel won't be able to apply with any significance or substance over Iran itself proper. Iran is a heavily defended airspace. It would be very risky. So Israel will seek to strike a minor target, because there's no doubt that this strike will be very limited in scope and scale. In fact, I would imagine that it would be telegraphed to the Iranians, not the specific location, but the fact that this is not an all-out attack. Don't worry.